Hello everybody, welcome. You can look at my other videos on Twitch, YouTube. We're going to turn on the thing, so we're doing Jaguar, a picture for her book. Jaguar, whatever you want to call it. So it's very important to remember when you're trying to get pictures of a fallow deer, it's not that hard. I always go over to the straw fields over here. It just seems like that's a little better place to do it. That's probably a blind. Yeah, it is. So, and once you see fallow deer, you're good. Now these fields right here, straw fields, are usually pretty good for fallow deer. Now I'm gonna, let's see here. What I'll probably do is go to the edge of the field here somewhere. And look for, try to call one of these fallow deer in. Now I think some of the best fields are right in here. Just how I feel about it. So the wind's good though, so yeah. So what you could always do, you could, since we're not seeing no tracks up here, kind of like right in here maybe. Not seeing very many tracks though. Not hearing them either. That's always got to be concerning when you don't hear them. Is this kind of wrong?
Some tracks in that area earlier this morning. Hold on, I'll send the coordinates.
Now that's usually a good sign that there's a... So that is right. We'll take a chance and say that that's probably a fallow deer. I mean, it could be. So, yeah. Maybe we can just go up here and plop a tree stand down. I don't know what time it is. Yeah, it's a little late in the evening, so it might not be a very... Evening and morning's the best time to get fallow deer in these fields. The only way they won't come from is that way. They like the wood line. They like the woods and the fields. They use the fields for transitions. Just remember, you can't call them in from the wooded end. Now the item you want to use for fallow deer is, of course, the antler rattler. It's probably the only thing that calls the fallow deer in. It also calls the reindeer in, the caribou, the lesser kudu, gemsbok, and the blackbuck. So, pretty good all-around item. Now, sometimes this can take a while, so just be patient. If you're coming in here trying to play like Call of Duty games, this probably ain't the game for you. It's got a lot of some realism to it, so yeah. I mean, don't expect to come in here and expect to start killing 13, 40 deer as soon as you get in a game. It ain't that kind of a game. It's actually a game you got to work with and, you know, use your skills. Now that other field is right over here. It's probably a little better field, especially this one right here, because I think they're cornfields. So we'll put a marker there. We can always go back to the four-wheeler. Then again, probably walking is the best thing. That way, if you hear one, at least you can always, you know, use your listening too, because that'll come in handy. I noticed they turned down the sound a little bit of the mice squeaking. Them used to be really loud and annoying. Used to piss me off to hear that squeaking all the time. So this is a good place actually, because there's a tree stand there, right there. You see that tree stand you're supposed to build in the game. So keep that in mind. So I'm going to go ahead and get down off of here and go over to the next area. Now I'm going to go ahead and put my collar on. Just kind of stay low here, running out through this field here. Now there's a good chance you can run into fallow deer right up here in these woodlands. I don't feel like setting the time back because of the money it costs. But we got to take a deer in this general location. Now we're taking does, but we don't care what they are. Does, bucks, whatever comes into us, that's what we'll take. Plus we're looking for feeding zones too, so that'll be like little grassy areas. And any collectibles you find are great. Collectibles are really good to come across. Make sure you grab them. They are 200 XP. Your outpost and your specialty points of interest are always 100 XP, and your outpost and your other one. What's the other one? The other one's the outpost and the lookout towers are 100. But the collectibles are 200 XP. You definitely want to get them. But antlers, tusks, stuff like that. When you go find stuff like that, that's only going to come to about 100 XP, 80 even on some cases. Like Hirschfelden, I think there's like 60 deer antlers alone. And I got a group here in the PlayStation 4 that's the Hunter Call the Wild. It actually has the locations and, you know, a lot of pictures and stuff. So that's something, if you want to join, you can look me up, join that. So I'm not hearing too many animals really. Now there's an animal up there doing something, mating call, so I'm not worried about a fox. Foxes, I'm not worried about no foxes. So this area right here is where I'm kind of liking. It's a little bigger straw field, a little bigger area. Let's try in here, see what happens in now. Make sure you're always in the same vicinity. Now this right up here will be our next goal. Just kind of give it a little patience there. They will come if they're in the area. Right now it's not the greatest time either. Remember, like I said, it's 15:39. Usually in the morning's the best time. I figure if they come, they'll be up in that area. Them fallow deer make a funny noise too. So if you was at your 10 or blind, you'd want to set the time to about, 9, 8, 7, 8 o'clock in the morning. Earlier or better. You would do better early in the mornings. Now some of the best places to hunt, I believe, these animals is up here in these cornfields, right? I believe they are up in here. Like up in here, in this area here. It's some of the better areas to hunt in Peterson and the cornfields. So right in here is probably some of the best places to hunt, the cornfields. Here and here, I believe. I think it's here and here, the cornfields are the best place. Not seeing nothing. Alright, let's move to the next area. Kind of hit and run like this too works, because that way you can cover a lot of ground. And you know, if something don't come immediately, you can move on up. Make sure you keep mind of the wind. Now if you hear one, you want to drop your stance. Yeah. Put up and try to call him in. Because more likely it'll be a doe, and the does will be pretty easy to take as long as there ain't no hunting pressure. But if there's hunting pressure, you're not going to do very well. And 2-3 deer. See, there's one right there. That's what we've been looking for, man. Right there. That's what we're looking for. Yes. Let's see if we can get this bad boy down here and take a picture. I see him coming. See him right up there coming? I believe that's him. Yeah, it's a big little fallow buck. Well, heck, he's coming. I think he's stuck though, ain't he? You can give 3 taps and they'll come. Kind of give a look behind yourself once in a while, make sure there ain't no other animals coming. Now they will come pretty quick. Yeah, he's just a small one, so it ain't like he's a super buck or anything. So see, just traveling like this, you can catch your animals. So don't be disappointed, get discouraged too quick. If you're a new player starting out, just be patient and play. Have fun with it. It ain't the end of the world yet.
just received the picture. It's beautiful. Oh, I'm sure dear Linda will love this. Everything you see now is part of the reserve, but the land itself is actually privately owned by the Zoma family. The current head of the family is Robert Zoma, and he's very supportive of the hunting reserve. Well, as long as it doesn't get in his way. You see, the Zoma family business has an agricultural arm, which includes the grain and cornfields spread throughout half of the reserve. Unfortunately, fallow deer love corn, and they've dug into the pt2 fields recently. Zoma usually turns to Gerda to keep the fallows off his fields, but she's been bogged down with the book lately. If you feel like hunting some fallow deer in pt2, Zoma will make it worth your while. I noticed you're after a fallow deer. Be sure to stay concealed. They have some of the best eyesight among the reserve.
So see, some of them just simply tracking the animal.
Doesn't make things easier either.
And you can get some XP and some... So see, I'm knocking down a whole bunch of easy peasy ones. Yeah, so, yeah. Which is no biggie to me. So he's about done. He went. I didn't hit him too good, so you'll have to forgive me for that. And there seems to be a bunch of fallow deer right here. He's gonna drop soon. Yeah, he's done. Just a question of how far he's gonna make it. Usually I do a lot better than that. There he is. So we'll see what the next mission is anyhow. So that's taking a picture. Nice, nice bub. Yeah. Got a little cash there to boot. So let's see what the next big mission is on here. So saving the cornfield. So we have to travel up there, which is real easy. Now all you gotta do is go right up here to this area. Remember I talked about that? So all you're going to do is go right here, and you're going to drive right up here and do that. But yeah, these are the cornfield. It's pretty easy. So what I'll do is I'll reset the time to about 6 in the morning, and then we'll go from there, because I think morning time is your best overall time. Morning, evening, late evening, like 1600, anywhere from 5 to, you know, if you want to set the time from 6 to 1500 is good. Depends how far you got to travel. So definitely keep that in mind. But right now my time at 1600, so yeah, it wouldn't be bad, but unless you're going to take a tent with you. So the best thing to do is go in here and set the time about 6, about 6.
I just had them refurbished last season.
So maybe practice that. Maybe do that time. Yeah, it's a little better. It's early in the morning, and we can go over to pt2. And of course we already got all our weapons that we need, but we had to take 2 of these rascals out. So bow definitely will come in handy on it. Now I do not care about you know, using proper weighted arrow. I mean, there's nothing wrong using a heavy. There's nothing unethical about shooting a deer with a 600 grain arrow. I mean, people do it all the time with recurve. They're pretty heavy arrow. Recurve. You got to have a pretty heavy spined arrow to use in a recurve. You won't get very good accuracy with light arrows. Heavier arrow will penetrate better and do better when you're hunting, I believe. Well, crap, and I took the wrong road somehow. I messed that up. So I gotta go all the way back. That wasted about 20-30 minutes of time, didn't it? I don't know how I missed it. Well, it's just a little road over the hill, so it didn't feel right. The little roads sometimes are hard to see, but it's just over the hill here a little bit, so we're not too far off. Once we get down here, we'll be heading to pt2, Cornfields. And that's what I was talking about. That's what I was really talking about, heading to the cornfields. The cornfields are probably some of your best hunting area, especially early in the morning. And at night, evening, night. A lot of people just set a tent there and go to town. Keep an eye on your map to see where you're going. The road will take a left. There's a tree stand, of course. You can tell that's a good area to hunt. You can tell that's a good place to hunt because it's a big open field with a stand way up there. So the wind, I don't know how the wind's blowing yet. I think it's over here to the left of me. So, I'm still a spot checking the map. It looks like it's going to be a pretty good place to hunt. I'm not for sure yet, but we get up in these cornfields, we'll find out. There's always animals coming to these cornfields, so. But we're after fallow deer. We got to take 2 fallow deer with a weapon, weapons. So.
These are the peated hypotheses. Zombie will probably want to harvest at least 2 fallow deer. I know your picnic usually finds good position by fields and lures them out. If you have an animal around there, it'll come in handy.
Which is very easy to do.
Don't worry, they'll show up eventually. Lure hunting takes a bit of patience, but getting that perfect shot makes it all worth it.
We gotta watch the side missions popping up. They will screw you up. Very good spot too. We may go over there. Now, I like how she said, don't worry, they'll show up. She's right, exactly right on that. They will show up. Sometimes they come from right along that tree line. If you don't have patience, this game will teach you patience. Especially anytime you're hunting stand. These cornfields are probably the best for the... I like how she said, don't worry, they'll show up, but when? They will show up, and they're kind of... You're just going to have to get used to it. I've even put my trees in them trees like that, stands. I'm not crazy about the accuracy of my bow. So let's go down here and see if I can skill point it. Nah, it ain't gonna let me do that. So I guess what we could do is look at the stalker part of it. Yeah, connecting the dots to kind of reduce the noise generated. Ambusher. Let's see if there's a sound call. Reveals information to the approximate trophy rating. That's random chance. That's a good one. What was the stalker? I'll just wait. I'd rather have one like for the caller. I think this reduces noise. No, one of them is really good for the caller. I think it's up in the perks. Nah, perks are for guns. It's in the skill tree. Yeah, there it is, right there. Yeah. Them two right there are pretty decent. So on this one, I think I'll get increase the jury. Yeah, we'll get that. There's one, see her? Oh, that's a dandy. He's hit good. I seen he wasn't going to come back, so I decided, yeah. Alright, you want to play that way? We can play that way, master. So there goes another one over there. See him running? See, that's what I say about the gun. The gun's kind of blast. Boom. Scares the hell out of all the animals. I'd rather do bow, but when you're a new level guy, a new level woman, girl, whatever you want to call it, it really makes your life hard. Now, another thing you can always, the inactive tracks and all that, make sure you get that set up to where, you know, it works best for you. Now that should have been a pretty good shot, that shot, unless it was a high shot. Now that's possible. And oh man, that sucks. Looks like I ran out here, and he's bleeding good. Well, I thought it was a better hit than that. That's just a fox. There he is, he's dead. So there's one of them, which is not too bad. Pretty nice one too.
You got one? Great.
Nice one. That's a silver. That's a nice one, really. Well, I see another one run up through here. So we can go over here and see if there's anything over in this field. That definitely ain't one. There's tracks right here.
Actually, not too hard to hunt if it weren't for their small size, making them difficult to spot.
We'll be hunting that too with a bow. So see, that's a fallow deer, so that's good. We'll try to get this one with a bow. My controller ain't the greatest anymore. I think I need to go get a new controller. I have, see how it just jumped up? I have called in whole herds of deer. See how the wind shifted? The wind was blowing to us. Now it's blowing right out in the field here. Amazing. See, there they are. They will come. We're going to be doing a close shot, so now is the field very pink? Now we just shot a deer here, see, so it's light. Tree stands don't let it get as red. That should be good. They'll come in. There's like three or four of them. Dropped him. Now see, they'll run off. Now you can call them back in. Now watch. Let them calm down just a little bit. You can call them right back into the area. The only thing is, you'll make this area very, 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 very hot. It'll take a while to cool down. See, they've stopped. Wait a minute, I'll show you what they've stopped. Got them interested already again. See, they're just over there standing. See, one of them's coming already back. As long as you keep calling them, you can call them all right back. I like the game because it's almost realistic. No, I'd be scared if they didn't come back. And sometimes they don't. Well, we won't mess with it long because we got other story modes to do, so let's just go ahead and get this thing and we'll worry about that another day. Maybe on my archery video.
There you go, another one. I'll let Zomer know. This should calm his nerves. Well, it seems someone is making new friends. I just had a chat with him about Zomer, and he was very pleased with how you took care of the fallow deer in his cornfields. You know, Zomer is a real enthusiast of special equipment hunting. Bow hunting is one of his passions. As a thank you for your work, he wants to invite you to partake in his favorite pastime.
Now that's fun. So we're going to try to do the deer.
I think it's some kind of rite of passage.
Yeah, you can do the bow. So we're going to go right over here I'll show you how to do this one. This one's going to be kind of tricky. I think my cat's looking for a place to put her kitten. I wish she would have never had them, but yeah. Now, it's morning time's a good time. Dang wind's bad. That's the place we need.
Hi there. Your dear sends her regards for your help with the fallow deer. She was wondering if you could help out with another photo for her book. It seems you did a great job with the last one. This time, she wants a picture of a fallow deer with Hirschfelden Lake in the background. I'd recommend Southeastern design for it. The visitors are great, and you often see fallow deer around there.
That might be a road
This is the
deer.
area I was talking about. You'll be able to get a great shot of Hirschfelden Lake here. It's hard to miss, since it's one of the largest lakes in Central Europe, and the second deepest.
I believe that's not a...
Gerlinde wants a fairly detailed shot, so make sure you're not too far away.
Yeah, it's road deer. That's why it wasn't working. It's all right to hear them. Now, here's what I usually do. This one sometimes can play heck on people. It's kind of glitched. Now they may have fixed it. They may have fixed it. I hope they did fix it. Sometimes it's a little hard to get a great shot of a fallow deer here by the water. What I always do is go out here in the middle of the lake and you can put a tree stand down. Now this is how I usually do this. You know, you can't, it's kind of, you get kind of a picture. Now I've got legitimate pictures of the, it's very hard to do.
I think it still needs to be closer. Sorry, don't shoot the messenger.
So yeah, she's telling you that, you know, needs to be closer. Indeed.
You still need the lake in the background. I can't really see it in this one.
Yeah, sometimes this can be a little tough. Sometimes this one can be fickle. I think the fox and the bow is the easier one to do. Just snap a bunch of pictures. Sometimes it'll click through. You just keep messing around with it right here. It'll pop up. I'll show you the little deal with the collectible while I'm over here. It's a collectible right over here on this island. See it there glowing? Of course it's an antler. It won't be as much. So it's 80 XP, but it's 80 XP, you know? So. It's finicky, for sure. Now this can be a good place right here. Keep up there a little ways, yeah. Now, the time I got this picture is I put a little tent down here, and I just kept moving the time around until I caught him and just continued on. We may have to do that. So. Well, I thought I'd seen something earlier over here. So see, they've been down in here. Alrighty. So as you know, you can go anywhere up here along the sea here. So maybe it'd be better to do the fox and the bow. Well, we could always do, let's try the fox and the bow. So that'd be 3 missions. So this one, up here, it can be a little tricky. Always like to go into this area right here and hunting toward here. Depends on the wind direction too, truly.
Red foxes have excellent stalking ahead. Make sure to sneak up behind it.
Definitely. Foxes will usually travel just like the coyotes and wolves. They'll always circle downwind to get you. So we'll just...
is well known in the hunting community and has made more than a few friends in the outfitting sector. They often ask him to test out new products to endorse them, so you'll always see him with some new gadget.
So we'll make our way to that way and just watch for a fox. Usually you can run on a fox trail somewhere here. Nighttime foxes are more active in real life. You see them every now and then in the daytime, but if you see them in the daytime, it ain't good. Usually in the wintertime you'll see them in the daytime when it's cloud cover and stuff. Especially red foxes are wily anyhow. We're just trying to get a reaction from a fox. So I'm heading down this way. Now if you do shoot one with a bow, you want to be inside the tree.
We are fortunate to have one of the only European bison populations that needs to be controlled by hunting.
Now that fox is going the wrong way. But it's very old, so we're not going to worry about him.
And can take most high caliber rounds without flinching.
Yeah.
And you don't want to just wound them. They can get quite dangerous.
I thought you were going to say they can get quite hatred. Yeah. Looks like a couple of them. So sometimes this gives people a lot of trouble, the red fox. I don't let it overwhelm me, I just hunt. Now there could be a collectible over here. Maybe, maybe not. Nope. I've seen a lot of red. Look, there goes a buffalo. right into the tree. I know that was a bad shot. I still have my shakes too much, so that's the thing when you're leveling up. If your person's got too much shaking, you won't hit a lot of game. I want to just concentrate on the fox anyhow. Foxes like around the lake area. I think they do. In these rocky areas, they like that too. Oh dear. Not really worried about them. They can get a bit aggressive. Let's see, where else can we go? I say let's go up toward here. At least it's got we got the wind in our favor. The roe deer. I don't want to kill roe deer yet. You don't want to get distracted. That's the thing, you can get distracted in this game real easy. Don't take much. This is a good area for foxes and wild boar. Wild boar seem to like the rocks. Let's get up out of this damn brush, rock. You're gonna run into a ton of them things. They're thick. The one of red deer. Like I say, you'll run into a tunnel. There's a fox. Shoot. Let's track him until we find his poop. Then we'll find out if it's fresh or just, you know. If we hear him bark, we'll definitely try to call him. He's just trotting along, so that's very old. That's the problem, everything's very old. Look at there. All over the reindeer. Looks like they might be caught in a I missed him. See, they didn't take off very fast, did they? Had a little bit steadier aim. I got him out there, didn't it? Gee, man, it's awful. We'll go get him anyhow. There's one over there. So it says one right there, but there's more than that red.
Their senses aren't as good as the fallow deer's, but they're much bigger and tougher to down. So be sure to use the appropriate caliber weapon, or just go for the heart.
And of course, it says one. Might give me a chance to find a fox. This looks like a good foxy area, so. Speak of the devil. Don't have very good accuracy as of right now, but yeah. Let's oh, sorry. Let's go over here maybe and come back. Let's try this over here. Sorry about that. This one thing you could always do, just take your gun off. That way you don't have to ever worry about it. Looks like a pretty good area for foxes. Foxes like old roadways too, like that hardtop road. I've noticed in the game that I've seen a lot of foxes and pigs by the roads. If you see it down there saving, every time you blow you see it, it's just not doing that to be randomly. It could be generating spawns. You'll know if one comes down from downwind from you. We'll go this way. Huh, there's something coming up. Speak of the devil. That's very old. They're very old. Don't mean you can't find a fresh fox. Back in a while, see what happens. And if foxes like this area, well, he's coming back. I'm gonna head back up this way. So you can see the fox in the bow can be very, very challenging. We'll just keep moving this way. So we're up in here, so well, you can never find them when you want one of them. So, where are the foxes? Starting to get warm. So we'll go to there and see what happens. Listen for foxes yelping. The fox can be pretty hard to find. This is a big open area. It looks like a good place to call fox, but looks good and is good. It's two different things. I'd rather hear a fox bark and then call him in. Hide in the cover than shooting. Making tracks, ain't we? Unbelievable, ain't it? We've seen where they've been, but we're not hearing any. So we've already been streaming an hour and 17 minutes, and the thing is, we haven't seen the fox yet, so maybe that's all we're going to get to do for this stream. For part 2, it's just them two. But it's alright, we got to do a little bit of hunting and stuff, so we'll just continue the fox and the bow when we come back another time, right? Right. So, as you can see, it can take a little time to find a fox with a bow. Alright, yep, we'll do it next time, so y'all take care. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. And that right there completed the what was it, a picture for her book, Jaguar, some Cornfield. So we completed 2 good ones. So thanks for watching. Have a good one. Take care.